Welcome to Bunhae Wednesdays, where we're talking about a technique that's found in Korean forms and Japanese forms, and it has different names. In Japanese forms, it's known as the cup and saucer. I always knew it as chambering, and my instructor, Master Bernardo, calls it stacking. However, it doesn't have a Japanese or Korean official term, as it's not seen as a real technique. I propose that it is a technique. It just has different applications. And when I've researched, there doesn't seem to be a Japanese technical word for this position. So whatever you call it, leave it in the comments below, it's fine. But we're going to talk about the idea of the single stack as opposed to the double stack. So earlier this year, my instructor, Master Bernardo, said he doesn't know where the double stack came from. I obviously don't know where it came from either, but I have a theory on how it might have developed. So I'm only going to use 3 examples, even though this maneuver of moving the hands from one side to the other is found in many forms. I'm just going to stick to the Pyung forms. There is a 4th chamber in Pyung So Do, but I won't be talking about this one, as that is an application for an elbow and then snapping into a figure 4 Americana lock that is separate from what's known as the double stacking of the form. So the first example is Pyung Ahn Cho Dan, where you do the side punch and turn and then bring the hands in. Now for years, the way I was taught this was to double stack the hands and bring in. But my partner and students of Bristol clubs would always take their hand out and then bring it in, much like in Kong San Kun. And when I looked at an application recently, I found that after the side punch, if they don't go down, you go step behind them, grab their collar, kick out their leg and pull them to the floor. If they're not going down for whatever reason, you kick their leg out, grab their collar, use the knife hand around their throat to make sure they go down, and that's why you turn with a middle chop. So that isn't a double stack, it's more reminiscent to the Kong San Kun application, but I think over time they neatened it up and did the double stack instead. So the next form we're going to look at is Pyung So Do, where you go from this double hand block and you bring the feet together and across. And again, I know many systems will miss out the first chamber and go straight to the second one. And how I think this might have happened is that the application that I do is they grab you, you break posture using the 2-hand block, and then you need to peel the hand. As you peel the hand, you bring your feet together. And when you bring your feet together, it kind of looks like the stack. And then as you turn them and turn yourself, you bring it over into the position, and then you can side kick and hammer fist. So I feel that in a lesson somewhere in history, a student wasn't getting the rolling of the elbow over, so the instructor in the form then said, you're rolling the arm over, and he did it slowly, and that's why now in the forms these bits are done slowly, because there's a technical thing that the students are maybe missing out. And then the last example is the opening of Pyung Ahn Cho Dan, where it's only a single chamber, single stack, but when you do the short yukjin jirigi, or 3/4 punch as it's known, it kind of looks like a stack. So it's coming from one side to the other. And again, there's many applications for it, but the main one could be an arm lock, or breaking posture of the arm, or even grabbing the head and turning it, but you're punching them first, and then you're taking over into the chamber. And then I think that in forms like Basai and Rohai, this double stack became very attractive for tournaments, and I think that it was evolved in. Students who'd been doing these in the Pyung forms kind of carried them over to forms like Basai and Rohai, recreating something they'd already learned at Color Belt. So thank you very much for watching this video. I am sure I'm completely wrong. Like I say, it's just a theory. Please leave your comments before, because videos like this are just meant to start conversations, and I appreciate this ongoing research. It's very interesting for myself. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let us know. And until next time, Tang Soo Do.